Today, our focus is on 85 very special graduates of our College of Creative Studies. With less than 1.5% of the campus population, CCS has 19% of our region scholars.
No one has yet asked me, and perhaps the answer is obvious, why in my past commencement addresses I have referenced movies or television. Children's movies, science fiction, historical alike. I see such avocations as the mythic voice of our times. CCS was never, and I sincerely hope will never be, about people who fit the expected slots. We are always for the odd-shaped pegs in a world of standard-shaped holes. We're not helpless, we're not hopeless, and injustice is not eternal. I give you again the summons from Pacific Rim. Today, we have chosen not only to believe in ourselves, but in each other. Today, there is not a man or woman here who will stand alone.
Johannes Haushofer, a Princeton professor, posted his CV of failure online. Our society encourages us to build up our CVs and our resumes to show our success. But sometimes listing only the accomplishments doesn't tell the rich path of how you got there. After I heard this NPR story, I began compiling my own CV of failure. It includes the jobs I did not get, the schools that did not accept me, the many, many experiments that didn't work, the papers that did not get accepted to the first, the second, or the third journal that I sent them to, and the many, many grant rejections. I don't want to give you the sense that it's all about failure. What makes it possible to get back up each time is that sometimes experiments do work, and it gives you that adrenaline rush. And the times when you find out something new that nobody else ever knew before. Even the small discoveries stave off the bite of the failures. One particular story of a bad grant score has a bit of a twist to it. October 5th, 2009, the grant proposal I'd sent in 5 months before was to be discussed at the National Institutes of Health at a meeting of 20 of my peers. At 5:15 a.m. on October 5th, I received a phone call from the Nobel Committee stating that I would share the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine with Liz Blackburn and Jack Szostak for the discovery of telomerase. And when my grant came up, it was triaged, that is, not worthy for discussion. So even on the day when your Nobel Prize is announced, skeptics may still wonder whether you really know what you're doing. But perhaps through telling you these stories from my life, you may see your own falls in the humorous light that I now look back on mine. And maybe it will reinforce your desire to get back up quickly. Because when you do, you open yourself to so many possibilities. Thank you.
You know, I have heard hundreds of commencement speeches. And if you can find another more inspiring speeches than this one, please let me know.
This for me was CCS, a community of crazy, passionate, intelligent, and motivated individuals that I had the privilege of knowing and working with for 4 years. We were thrown together in a very challenging and exciting program and told to go create. This by itself is amazing. What other college would give us the freedom and motivate us to pursue our intellectual passions with this much abandon and joy? And it has done this by not restricting me, by encouraging my passions, and by helping me seek out my own opportunities to study in my field.
We're here to reflect and celebrate each way that CCS has defined who we are outside of a GPA these past 4 years. CCS understands the importance of undergraduate research and helps cultivate a community to help us mature within its complexity. Our commitment to excellence, our insatiable desire to learn, and our willingness to take a risk on the next adventure, even if it just means trying to find a quiet place to study, has created the most honored, awarded, and respected cohort of students on campus today.
The idea of genius is problematic. When people emphasize innate ability over hard work, it produces students that are less productive, who feel more fraudulent and insecure, academic imposters always waiting to be found out. Women are most susceptible to this kind of anxiety. While men always fear that they might not be seen as geniuses, women know that they cannot be. I've met a group of women artists who inspire me every day, whose hard work and persistence prove that being a genius is overrated. And more than that, being a genius is a myth. Real genius lives in community, in the countless hours we spend listening to each other's ideas, contributing to those ideas, and supporting those ideas until they become work that we never knew could have existed.
Heart can't find itself unless it's broken or about to break. She needs a vicious love to make this a ceaseless cyclic sorrow that has a begging, pleading, excusing and deceiving for a love to hate.